Welcome to the SVG Television Evening News and Sports for Friday, January 17th, 2014. I'm Carlo Cato with the details. This country is said to be leading the way in adopting legislations to record interviews electronically with suspects and witnesses. That's according to structured interview training and investigation consultant for the British High Commission, David Cater, speaking at the closing ceremony of a two-phase workshop on electronic interviewing of vulnerable and intimidated witnesses. Cater stated that SVG is leading the way in the introduction of the Witness Special Measures Act,
which includes, among other things, provision for the electronic recording of witness statements. The legislation has been supported by Dan Souter, the Criminal Justice Advisor to the Eastern Caribbean, and the training has been funded by the UK Foreign Office. The training will make a major contribution to the fight against organised crime. Speaking of the training we have delivered over the last 2 weeks, 2 5-day courses. Those courses are normally delivered in 2 weeks each. Your officers have absorbed all of this in just 5 days.
He noted that the police who participated in the training workshop have worked extremely hard and have attained a very high standard.
Impressive, if I may say so. It is a credit to them that they have achieved so much. They are a credit to the police service, St Vincent and the Grenadines, and I would like to commend them for the professionalism and dedication they have demonstrated throughout the training.
The Witness Special Measures Act 2013 received bipartisan support in Parliament, paving the way for witnesses' testimony to be given distantly and disguising their identity and voice. The Act provides for an application to be made to the court for a witness anonymity order and provides for special directions to be given in appropriate cases. These special measures include the giving of evidence by live link, video recorded evidence, the taking of evidence from outside of SVG, and prohibiting the defendant in certain cases from personally cross-examining particular witnesses. Meantime, Acting Police Commissioner Michael Charles says he is very proud of the police officers who participated in the training program.
I would like to thank you two facilitators, David and John, for the job you have done. And I know that in time to come, when we get the opportunity to put what our officers have learned into practice, we'll see the rewards. The men, keep up your good work. You can only reach from strength to strength. And I want to thank you all for it.
And after months of acting in the position, Michael Charles has been confirmed as this country's Commissioner of Police. Charles replaces Keith Miller, who retired last October after 8 years as Commissioner and 34 years as a police officer. At today's closing ceremony of the police training program, Director of Public Prosecutions Colin Williams congratulated Charles on his appointment.
I would use this opportunity to publicly applaud and congratulate Mr. Pompey and company, who are responsible for ensuring that Mr. Michael Charles got his due and is now confirmed as a Commissioner of Police of St. Vincent.
Stay tuned, we've got more local stories coming up on the evening news right after these messages. Welcome back to the evening news. $4.5 million worth of supplies from Jamaica arrived here yesterday as the rebuilding process from the devastation caused by the Christmas Eve trough system continues. Minister of Housing Montgomery Daniel witnessed the offloading of some of the material and told members of the media that the supplies would aid in government's relocation and rebuilding process. Daniel said that so far it is estimated that some 500 homes across the country need assistance.
Though there is some spillover from Thomas and even from the April floods that still need some assistance, that the government has decided to seek assistance as far as possible in terms of having the materials to do the assistance program. And so we are having here $4.5 million worth of material landed here in St. Vincent at this time. Of course, the materials are coming in from Tankwell in Jamaica.
Chairman of the Housing and Development Corporation, that should be Housing Land and Land Development Corporation, HLDC, Beresford Phillips, commended the government for its speedy response in the rebuilding efforts and outlined his organization's role in the process.
Involvement, basically, as the minister explained, will be to provide construction work as far as the rehabilitation process is concerned. We would work with a list provided by NIMO. We would visit the individual houses, and our engineers will do an assessment. They will obviously cost the construction phase of the project, and we will be involved in that process.
And Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves earlier this week made it clear that the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, cannot clear goods coming to other persons in the name of relief efforts. According to the Prime Minister, persons are pretending to bring goods in for the relief efforts and use them for other purposes.
NEMO will clear goods sent to NEMO. The Red Cross, I understand, would clear goods sent to Red Cross. What some people are doing, they want to send goods to NEMO and to Red Cross for them to clear, but for them to take hold of, to quote-unquote distribute. People could send all sorts of things in a package, in a bundle, and say, well, NEMO and Red Cross, so that the customs is relief. They deal with it fairly quickly, but then when you search it, you may find other things.
Director of NEMO, Howie Prince, said although the possibility is provided by law to prosecute persons guilty of such acts, they will not do so at this time. Customs Department is only prepared to ease the movement and clearance of items for NEMO and the Red Cross Society.
Some doesn't take a long time to look at a consignment and have us move it to our warehouse, or if the Red Cross does that. I think where the problem comes in is when the other individuals want to have materials sent to them for them to distribute. Red Cross will be given the clearance to clear their materials. NEMO will be given the clearance to clear the materials rapidly if the materials are coming for the national distribution system. Those persons who want to do their own distribution process must now apply to the cabinet for duty free concession so as to give them ease of movement. And that's where the process is going to be beyond this point.
Meanwhile, Director General of the local Red Cross Society, Bernard B.T. Marksman, thanked the officers and management of the Customs Department for their assistance throughout the relief exercise.
We did not have any difficulty at all with the customs with respect to clearing any of the goods that we received that were consigned to us. At least I may also add that the custom officers were so helpful that when we were taking stuff from the customs, especially at the airport, to the vehicle, custom officers chipped in and lent some physical support.
Chief Education Officer Luann Gilchrist is calling on teachers who have not yet given their assistance following the Christmas Eve disaster to do so. Gilchrist pointed out that as teachers, they are also part of the National Emergency Management Organization. She said they have had some bad experiences where some teachers refuse to come out to assist, claiming to be on vacation.
At any time whatsoever that you are called out, being employees of the government, you are to step up to the plate. We've had too many instances in which people said, school is closed, I'm on vacation, I cannot come out. That attitude, that approach, we do not find acceptable. Please search within yourselves, find your humanity, and assist.
The first of two comfort concerts will be held here this weekend. Will be held here this weekend to aid in relief efforts for the victims of the Christmas Eve trough system. Speaking to SVG-TV News, chairperson of the Vincentian Association of Artists, Writers and Music Producers, Renee Batiste, says this Saturday will see the first concert being held at the London Playing Field in Sandy Bay. Batiste says the time is perfect for Vincentians to show in a very tangible way that charity truly begins at home.
because the artists felt that they ought to do something in the area or select one of the areas on the windward side and one on the leeward side where they can be sharing directly with the persons who have been affected either directly or indirectly by the impact of the Christmas Eve floods. We are asking persons to come there and show solidarity and to reach out and touch a fellow Vincentian who would have been affected by these floods. We are also inviting donations in cash or in kind. There will be a tent for NEMO, and NEMO will also be given relevant information because we move from the immediate aftermath to getting relief supplies to recovery and rebuild, and now there will be information on the process as we are going forward. And the Red Cross will be there. The Red Cross, as you know, is part of the international community of international relief agencies. It's the leading relief agency.